shout out to Kerry Rutherford from USA. Hope you're doing well today, my love. Hope you and yours are doing very good. Most importantly, hope you're safe and healthy. That is the main thing, right? Health is wealth. Yeah, we're going to watch some news, a couple of news clips. Then we're going to get into a portion of what I was saying in my last stream, but not everything. And it's going to be much more condensed. Be about half an hour, 40 minutes this stream. So be sure to sit tight. We're going to go through a lot of basically what I didn't go through in the last stream was a lot of the date crossovers with the cross-reference checks. So Taylor Swift's birthday, we've got Dunblane massacre in the UK, the gun situation in 1966, then you've got Wolverhampton. We went over some of them, but we're gonna go over them properly. And anything else that I didn't properly say, and I'm gonna make sure this time that I project my voice a little bit more, because last time I was a bit more properly chilled out and relaxed in the afternoon. So as you're here, let's start it up. Hold up. Let's get this first. So we've got 2 news clips. We're going to get into those. Again, if you missed the first bit, Carrie, don't worry, because I'm going to go through the life lesson, which was 44 for the day in question. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you where to go. Just go on my community wall posts or my last live stream in the description. So basically my last 2 community wall posts. When you go into it and it says read more or whatever, you'll see I've put it all there. So, stabbing and stab wound 29. It happened on the 29th of July. And then it had a life lesson of 44. And then note all the 44s, right? Unbelievable. So we're going to go over those 44s again. We're just going to quickly watch some of this news. We've got 2 news clips. One of which I'm quite happy that I did say it doesn't seem like this is the person's name, because the news has come out and said he's from Rwanda. And basically we're going to show a news clip that's talking about people running wild with that name that came out, right? Which was Ali Al-Shakti or something like that. And as I said, I wasn't sure when I first saw it because it was from a comment, but then, within so many hours, the news has come out and said, oh, it's a son of a Rwandan immigrant. So straight away I'm thinking, okay, that's from Africa, So anywho, without further delay, hold up. Let's put that up here. Let's put that like that. Right, so we've got 2 to watch, right? Yeah, we'll watch this one first, as I just spoke about it, and then we'll watch the other one. So one's about 8 minutes, the other one's about 9 minutes. So as I say, it's not going to be a long stream. I'm going to power through it quickly. It's going to be much more compressed and condensed than the last one that I did, which wasn't really that much sidebarring. It was just me going through it very slowly. But as I say, now I kind of know where to go and what I need to say. It's going to be much more condensed. So again, this stream's only going to be about 40 minutes, 50 minutes tops. Again, we've got 2 videos to watch. Again, fair use. All right, let's crack on.
What they're printing is absolute nonsense. They are literally jumping on the back of a bandwagon to get people to click on their website by stoking racial tension.
A fake name is circulating online in connection with the alleged Southport attacker. Merseyside police have confirmed with Times Radio that this is not the name of the 17-year-old suspect. So why is it being spread online?
Obviously, when attacks like this happen, everybody's talking about it, everybody's concerned, everybody wants to know as much as possible. And this is great because it gets people talking. It also has a negative side insofar as it makes it very easy for people to jump on the bandwagon to attract attention towards their website, towards their supposed news channels, towards whatever they want. So the first thing I do when I see information like this is I go looking for the source. And last night, the information came up around this supposed teenager called Ali Al-Shakati. So first things first, nobody should have that name. And that's primarily because he's 17. And in this country, 17-year-olds are minors. And according to the Crown Prosecution Service, you cannot legally identify a minor until after the process is done, so after the legal process is done. So then we go looking at who does have that name. And the first person I find is this Channel 3 News website. Their Twitter claims they're in the US, their website says they're in the US, but then you scroll through their terms and conditions and you find that they list no jurisdiction. Now in the States, most websites will list their legal terms and conditions saying what jurisdiction, what state they're in, because each state's laws are slightly different. This one does not, which tells me a lot about where they may or may not be. It's highly unlikely they are in the US at this point. Next step is to go and find the journalists. And this website has no named journalists. Another red flag, because most news outlets have actual people working for them. So the next step is their YouTube channel. If you start searching by oldest posts first, you find that 12 years ago, they were posting very, very amateurish videos of a couple of young Russian lads bezzing around fields in cars. And at some point between then and now, it's become Channel 3 News. So we now know that the only place posting this is not a news outlet. It has no named journalists. It's not where it claims to be. It's apparently run by some random Russian lads, and they've got no legal recourse to be using someone's name. All of that together tells you that what they're printing is absolute nonsense. They are literally jumping on the back of a bandwagon to get people to click on their website by stoking racial tension.
Channel 3 now has already amassed nearly 2 million views for their post linking the Southport suspect to the fake name. What is the sort of potential punishments that people could face for reporting on the suspected identity?
It comes down to contempt of court. It doesn't sound very serious, but it carries its own charge, and you can either you or your publication can be fined, and you can also end up in prison for contempt of court if they feel that what you've done has affected the trial negatively enough.
Merseyside Police have provided the following statement. A name has been shared on social media in connection with the suspect in the incident in Southport. This name is incorrect, and we would urge people not to speculate on details of the incident while the investigation is ongoing. Times Radio is awaiting comment from Channel 3 now.
I came here to pay my respects to the victims and families who are going through raw pain and grief.
Scumbag.
That most of us can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Scumbag.
Myself. To get a briefing from the Chief Constable and the emergency services about the ongoing investigation, but also importantly, to have the opportunity to say to those that were responding yesterday from the emergency services, to say a personal thank you to them and to shake their hand, and to say that as Prime Minister, on behalf of the country, we are grateful for what they did. They, of course, say that they will respond, they're professionals, to anything, but there's no pretending that what they had to respond to yesterday was ordinary.
Satanic scumbag.
They were absolutely professional, and it was important for me to come and say simple words, thank you.
You touched on it before, but as a father, does the nature of this incident touch a particular nerve with you personally and with the rest of the country?
I think it touches a nerve with the whole country. It's awful to contemplate what happened, to hear for myself the experiences of the first responders, what they had to deal with. It's really hard to take in for anybody. It's not what any of them came to work for, but of course they're professionals and they deal with it. I think about the families, the friends, the loved ones, those directly impacted, and of course the wider community here. But there's no pretending, I think, that anybody in the country is not untouched by what happened yesterday.
You've talked about tackling knife crime, a moral mission for your government. Is anything going to change? Is anything going to happen as a result of what happened yesterday?
I am very worried about high levels of knife crime, and I'm absolutely determined that my government will get to grips with it. But today is not the time for politics. Today is the time to focus entirely on the families who are going through such pain and grief, and on the wider community, and of course a time to say thank you to those that responded yesterday in the most awful of circumstances.
Right, I'm not sure if you could hear me before, but I was calling him a scumbag. But anyway, let's play this next clip and then we'll get on with the decode, what I've got for you. Again, some of which is from the last stream, but I felt that you couldn't hear me that great on the last stream because I was really just chilled out, relaxed, and I wasn't really projecting my voice. And of course, this time round, I've got a lot of stuff ready in my mind to just relay to you, stuff already on the screen that I've got, ready to talk about when it comes to the 44, and then we can move on and then we can get to the other stuff. Again, tonight's transmission is only going to be about another half an hour, 40 minutes tops. And all right, let's get it. Oh, quickly. One more thing. Note that the video that I just played and the woman was saying, because of the name going around, basically these type of situations, it can stoke the like a racism type of like the fire of racism, whatever. Funny, the video is 8 minutes and 27 seconds. Again, 27. Race and racism and ritual equals 27. Knife equals 27. All right. So just keep that in mind. And the other thing with that as well, who's to say that that channel isn't one of their soccer account or whatever term it is that goes with that. And you know what I mean? You see what I'm trying to say, right? Like they can put something out, whether it's on Twitter, have people talking, somebody could put out one thing to get a group or make a group, have people thinking one specific thing, but it came from them. They're the ones that put it out, right? So again, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Right, let's quickly play this.
It is with great sadness today I am here to advise that 2 children have died as a result of the injuries sustained in this morning's knife attack. 9 other children have been injured and 6 of them are in a critical condition. All those injured have suffered stab wounds sustained during the attack, and 2 adults are also in a critical condition after being injured during the incident. A 17-year-old male from Banks in Lancashire, who is originally from Cardiff, has been arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder, and is being taken to a police station where he will be interviewed by detectives. My officers were called to reports of a stabbing at 11:47 this morning and at a address in Southport. When they arrived, they were shocked to find that multiple people, many of whom were children, had been subjected to a ferocious attack and had suffered serious injuries. It is understood that the children were attending a Taylor Swift event at a dance school when the offender, armed with a knife, walked into the premises and started to attack inside the children. We believe that the adults who were injured were bravely trying to protect the children who were being attacked. As a mum and a nana, I can't begin to imagine the pain and suffering that the families of the victims are going through at this moment in time, and I wish to send my heartfelt condolences to them. Our specialist family liaison officers are providing support to the families of the deceased children and the children who were injured at this moment in time. And we'll be working with our partners, including Sefton Council, to provide that wider trauma support to those who've been affected by this incident. The investigation is in its early stages and the motivation for the incident remains unclear. However, Counter-Terrorism Police North West have offered their support to Merseyside Police as the full circumstances of what has happened are being established. At this moment in time, the investigation is not being treated as terrorist-related. I would appeal to anyone who's witnessed anything or who has information that could help us, the investigation, to contact us on Crime Stoppers 0800 555 111. And anyone who's been affected by this incident can contact Victim Care Merseyside Service for help and support. Our hub of locally trained staff are here to provide free and emotional support and practical tailored advice to you. You can contact the Victim Care Hub Merseyside on 0808 175 3080. Thank you.
My name is Dave Kitchen.
The events today are just truly awful, and I know the whole country is deeply shocked at what they've seen and what they've heard. And I know I speak for everybody in the whole country in saying our thoughts and condolences with the victims, their families, their friends and the wider community. And it's almost impossible to imagine the grief that they're going through and the trauma that they're going through. I do want to thank the emergency services of Merseyside Police who've had to respond to the most difficult of circumstances today. My message is really to convey what they would want me to convey, which is their thoughts and condolences to the families in particular. It is impossible to imagine what they are going through right now. The wider community, the friends, and of course the victims who've got terrible injuries. So I think everybody would want to send those thoughts and condolences. But I do also think about the emergency responders because they have responded to an awful incident today, and I want to thank them for the professionalism that they have shown in doing so.
Well, I think it's just unimaginable what has happened, this devastating and horrific attack. And I think all of our thoughts will be with the families who have been affected, the loved ones who have been lost, and the children who are injured. And it's really important that they get all the support they need. I've been meeting with some of the first responders, the emergency services, the police, fire service and paramedics who were there yesterday and who had to respond with great bravery to make sure that more lives were not lost, and I thank them for the work that they did. There is also a serious criminal investigation underway now, but everyone's thoughts will be with those injured children and just praying for them. Well, there would be deep distress right across the country as well as here in Southport for this appalling, just truly horrific attack, because it's beyond every parent's worst nightmare. You had what should have been a children's party having fun in the beginning of the summer holidays could then turn into something so devastating. There's obviously deep concern about knife attacks across the country, and that's why the Prime Minister has said that is a moral mission to address this. But I think for today, the issue really is about Southport, and the issue is about the families who have been affected in this case, and all of us praying for the injured children and for the little children who have been lost.
Like millions of others, I was utterly appalled as the story unfolded yesterday. And we clearly have an enormous problem in the UK with these knife, sword, bladed weapon rampages. In just recent weeks, we had one in Hainault where a 14-year-old boy was murdered and 2 police officers suffered horrific life-changing injuries. A man's been charged in connection with that. I won't mention it any further. But if we go back to the 13th of June last year, Nottingham, Valdo Calacane with his murderous knife rampage, where he claimed the lives of Grace, Barnaby, Ian, and seriously injured, a number of other people. There is a massive problem. Knife crime has risen by 78% in the last decade, and that's just the crimes that are reported and the authorities know about. The problem is even wider than that, because so many people are carrying knives and not being detected. The time has come now for policing to look at what they're doing and move heaven and earth to get more police officers onto the streets, patrolling and utilising stop and search as and when appropriate, because that is one thing that will serve as some form of deterrent, I hope, and may, of course, lead to the arresting of people carrying knives. It's beyond compare what is going on now, and something drastic and urgent has to be done.
All right, mic check. I think it's time to... Hold up, almost time. All right, let me roll the thing.
Turn off the TV, it's way too misleading. Telling them lies until you believe it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. It don't take a genius to pick up the pieces.
All right, can you hear me good? The music's not too loud in the background, is it? Should be just perfect. Let me check the comments. Yeah, going back to like the 47, basically the 29th of July in a leap year is the 211th day of the year. Of course, that's the 47th prime. Words like mood swing, mental health equal 47. And again, the 47th prime is 211. Also, if you write out mental health issues or issue, it equals 211. And as I already broke down in the last stream, because remember, Merseyside is a part of Liverpool, all right? And yesterday's situation happened in Merseyside. And if you remember a couple of years ago, which I covered, and I'll quickly say some of it again, you can find the playlist. I put out a video for 14th of November when you had the Liverpool Women's Hospital explosion. I remember the word bomb and end equals 14. Yeah, so that's the 14th of November. That day also is the Prince, who's now is the King, King Charles, whose birthday is the 14th of November. Also note that day leaves 47 days of the year. And if you go and see my videos, you will see a couple of days before they came out and said he's known to authorities and mental health. I was already saying straight away, because of the 47 days left, I said, wow, he was a suicide bomber. He blew himself up at Liverpool Women's Hospital, excuse me. I'm sure Liverpool equals 47 and 119, like mental health. Liverpool Women's Hospital equals 119, like mental health. But anyway, that day leaves 47 days of the year as of November 14th. And of course, he was a suicide bomber for that situation, and suicide, and of course, mental health, and of course, mood swing, all equal 47. Exactly, Squirrel Sniper. Yeah, hold up. I didn't mean to take that off there. Hold up, what's happening? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Just like the computer game called Hitman, when you have Agent 47. If you write out Agent, it equals 47. Just like Obey, just like government, president, White House, Republican and Democrat. Again, authority equals 47. And of course, that's when Kerstrama, or the votes that don't mean anything, don't count for anything because they've already been selected. Again, your vote is just for consent. But anyway, when was the last day of that? 4/7 or 7/4, right? So go figure. Again, not surprising. And just remember, just quickly, when the Tories won 2019, just before 2020 with COVID, of course they won by 47 seats. If you write out the Tories, it equals 47. And Boris Johnson, he came into his puppet position 158 weeks after Theresa May, after Creature Features. And again, 158 weeks. Boris Johnson equals 158, just like Freemasonry equals 158. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are about to go into tonight's RadioCast 24. Just going to quickly go over again yesterday with the word stabbing and stab wound and 29. Again, Masonic, stab wound and stabbing equal 29. Again, this situation happened on the 29th of July. Of course, I'm talking about Southport, Merseyside, apart or near Liverpool, whatever. And again, it happened on a day with a life lesson of 44. Very important. Hey, shout out to Mr. Freemason. Yeah, my brother, not too bad, man, not too bad. Thanks for asking. Much love, hope you're doing good. If you haven't yet, go and subscribe to Mr. Freemason and his other channel, Just Gone Viral. Again, he deals with numerology on one channel and more conspiratorial type of stuff. And then the other one's a bit more lenient on it. And, you know, obviously he's still doing detective work and calling and drawing card for what needs to be drawn card on concerning how the media will say one thing and then do something else or something that they're not doing, right? Again, just check out the entries for Jay Slater. I also have a playlist with some of his videos accompanied, along with a couple of other channels in there. So be sure to check out the Jay Slater playlist. And I mean, look at the latest stuff with that, right? You've got the Johnny Vegas and Rocky looking money for information or something like that. I saw that in the last couple of days. I thought to myself, what in the world? Anyway, quickly on this one. So stabbing 29, stab wound also equals 29, Masonic 29, and again it happened on July 29th, on a day with a life lesson of 44, right? 7 at 29, 2 at 0, 2 at 4 equals 44. Think about Taylor Swift, and the fans are called Swifties. Yeah, Swiftie equals 44. Again, on a day of a life lesson of 44. Swiftie equals 44. Southport equals 44. Hart Street, H-A-R-T Street, Hart Street equals 44. Knifeman equals 44. They said it was a 17-year-old teenager. 17 equals 44. Teen, of course, teenager. Teen equals 44. Think about horror and slasher films. Slasher equals 44. Kill and execution both equal 44. Children equal 44. Also note the first person that they named from the tragedy situation in Southport was the yoga dance teacher named Leanne Lucas. And of course, her name equals 44. Part of the school's name, basically it's Meols Cop Elementary School, something like that, or infant school, whatever it is. But anyway, if you just do Meols Cop, M-E-O-L-S Cop, that equals 44. Also note, Wolverhampton, there was a situation with a machete situation in 1996, and the person's name was Horrett. Horrett, H-O-R-R-E-T-T. Horrett, like sounds like horror, right? And if you notice in the news, there's a lot of, oh, the scene was like a horror film, and you know, it's like a scene from a horror movie. And again, if you write out, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll get back to horror in a second. But anyway, Horrett sounds like horror, right? So again, Wolverhampton, 1996. Note the date, 8th of July. And Horrett Irving Campbell, his last name Campbell equals 44. Also, they said he was a schizophrenic. Schizophrenic equals 90, like knife. Also note, July 29th, the place in question, it was a, or it is a, or the place that they use, whether it's in a school or, you know, whatever studio place, basically to do the dance stuff, is for like antenatal type classes, yoga, you know, new mums or mums to be. And please note, as of July 29th, it leaves 155 days of the year. Antenatal, again, think about antenatal class. Antenatal equals 155. So again, of all the days, this day leaves 155 days of the year as of the 29th of July. And antenatal equals 155. I mean, unbelievable. Also note, if you write out the Hart Place, that equals 207, drop the 0, 27, like knife and ritual. Monday 27, like knife. Knife also equals 45, like teenage boy. And again, horrific movie equals 201. The Jesuit Order equals 201. The Jesuit Order also equals 177, like knife crime equals 177. Now, Taylor Swift, I didn't get... Well, actually, we're going to do some cross-reference check with the dates, with the 16th of August and, you know, 16 weeks, 8 days, or 168 days from this situation and so forth. And we're going to do some cross-references. So basically, Taylor Swift equals 168, like stabbing frenzy equals 168. Hart Street, Southport, Merseyside equals 168. And Dunblane massacre, the perpetrator was Thomas Hamilton. Thomas Hamilton equals 168. And also note, going back to the 44 figure, remember, they do a lot of tributes. And the Ides of March, March 15th, that was the day in time, what was it, 44 BC. So again, 44 BC. Think about all the 44s that I just spoke about. And a couple of days before that in history, which was also 1996, to go with a couple of months before Wolverhampton situation on the 8th of July, of course, we had Thomas Hamilton Dunblane massacre, right? With the shootings in the infant primary school, etc. Right, let me go back to my notes. Let me quickly put up what you said, Mr. Freemason, which was MK Ultra patient released, or just the Matrix and the numbers 2 days after Tommy Robinson. Yeah, exactly. And I had some numbers earlier for that as well, where that seems a bit, you know, by the gang, you know what I mean? It's just all fitting, right? It's just all perfect for the times, to be fair, you know? And again, in the comment sections, sorry about that. Stupid thing kicked me out. So annoying. And it also messed up my gallery because I had my split screen ready and then right, so yeah, I did hear that as well. But again, that's just through comments that, you know, is known to authorities. But as I say, I'm not going with the Ali, whatever the name was, and all that bollocks, which I suspected pretty quickly off my own back, to be fair, that wasn't the one. As I say, the news came out and said he's Rwandan, so I thought, okay, there's no way that his name's going to be Aliak or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? So, yeah, as I say, it definitely seems all classic thus far. However, the way it's done, and as I say, whether it is directly from the gang or indirectly because environment and them amplifying the algorithm of the cosmic, you know, of the cosmos, so to speak, you know, as I say, either or. I don't think I'm too far off. So A, B, or C, or D, whatever. What's that? Squirrel Snap said, yeah, no rush, mate. I got half Oza, Sub-Zero, and half. But ooh, that sounds nice. Ooh, licking my lips, you bastard. That sounds really nice. I can't remember what the one I've got was called. Nice though. Hold up. Let me just sort out here. Let me change this background song. Change it to that one. Sorry guys, bear with me 1 sec. Let me just get me notes up. Again, if there's magically enough demand for it, I still might do it anyway. Probably do it in just a couple more days. But of course, I'll probably just do a quick bite size, like a 5-10 minute video. Probably no talking, you know, just quickly goes through the slides, and then obviously you can just tuck in once you have a look in the gander and the butchers. But as I say, those that matter, whether you're new or veteran, I'm sure just the audio and speaking is good enough, because, you know, you understand what's being conveyed. So bear with me 1 second, guys. Alright, so we spoke about the 44. So basically, as I say, just really want to go over some of the crossovers with the prof references and the dates. Of course, you got chaos drama. Let me just make sure I'm at the right bit. Just gonna kind of continue from where I left off. If I can just find it. Where was it? Is it this bit? What is this? I've gone back too far. Hold up. Sorry. Gone back too far. Hold up. Should be there now. Hold up. Hold up. Sure it was around here. Hold up. So don't need to say always too much time this time around, because as I say, I didn't feel that the other bit was clear, and I just really wanted to, you know, say things so it's just nice and clear. Also, please note, I'll say it again, I'll just start from here and I'll go quite quickly, and I'll get back to where I was. I remember seeing Robert Downey Jr. on the slide, so I know when I get back to there I'll be kind of where I was when I closed off the last stream. But was it 137 days since? Was it 137? I'm sure Stabbing Spree was 137. Remember her birthday this year. Taylor Swift has a life lesson of 33. I'm sure teenager or teenage equals 33. One of those. Think about teachers. Teacher 33. Again, we've got the yoga dance teacher. But no, the alternative span from her birthday, aside from the 137, and I'm sure there was, Zach showed the 137 days from Ides of March, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, the alternative span is 19 weeks and 4 days. And note that Taylor Swift released an album called, was it Tormented Poets? Something like that. But anyway, it came out the 19th of April. Yeah? So no, 19 weeks and 4 days, like 19th of April. 19 weeks and 4 days to her upcoming birthday. Again, alternative span 4 months and 2 weeks. Bang on. Remember, stab equals 42. And her birthday leaves 25 days left of the year. Time there for IP 25. Also antenatal, remember the 155. Antenatal also equals 25. Taylor Swift Yoga and Dance Workshop equals 450. Drop the 0. There's your 45 again. Knife 45. Ritual 45. . Sorry guys, 1 second. I kind of want to speed through most of this. I just want to get to some of these dates. Machete attack, 78. Think about the one again in 1996 with Wolverhampton School. And you had the machete attack with the alleged schizophrenic guy who said he was hearing voices and seeing ghosts. Again, think about this newest one on the 29th of July 2024. Remember, Blade equals 24. But anyway, just think about his name, right? And then in the recent one, keep saying how it's like a horror film or a horror movie. And the one in 1996 in Wolverhampton on the 8th of June, again, machete attack equals 78. Like, I mean, not 8th of June, July 8th or 8th of July, excuse me. So machete attack equals 78. I remember his name, Horrett, sounds like horror, yeah? Also, machete attack equals 24 or 240, drop to 0. Also, treble 1 like Blade, so again, 24 Blade, treble 1 Blade. But I'm not going to go through all of that. I really just want to stick to some of these dates. So Kill 28, right? It's 28 years since 1996 to 2024. And the day itself, a life lesson of 44 in 1996, July 8th, right? Remember, machete attack, 78, like July 8th. Horrett, his name, first name, equals 40. So again, on a day of a life lesson of 40, also equals 41 his name. Terror equals 41. Okay, I'm not going to go over everything here. I've got some stuff to do with St. Luke's that I was looking at. With the name of the school and whatnot. And you got the 112s in there. There's a couple other 112s like Horrett, Irving, Campbell. Think about Adam Lanza, and because that was his weight when that happened, right? With the what was it called again? Sandy Hook. And they kept going on about his weight. Again, remember Catholicism. Apparently they control 112 countries. And his birthday is the 112th day of the year in April, Adam Lanza. Again, Swift or Swiftie 23. Oh, there was a 230 as well before, wasn't there? Hold up. Yeah, Swift equals 23, and it's 230 days alternative span to her birthday. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm saying that correct. From her last birthday, 13th of December 2023, to the situation Taylor Swift. And Swift equals 23, like 230, drop to 0, 23. Didn't see much of her tour dates and stuff, but she's currently in Warsaw, and then she comes back 16th of April. Hold up. 15th of April, and that's one of the Freemasons establishment dates. 15th of April, again, Freemasonry 158, 15/8, 15th of April. So again, she comes back to London on that day. Unbelievable. It's called, the album's called The Tortured Poets Department. Released 19th of April, again 194, remember the date, or was it 19 weeks and 4 days to her birthday. And Tortured itself equals 121 and 40. She's currently doing the Eras tour, equals 36, like racism. The day in question has a day numerology of 36, if I'm not mistaken. Hold up, I'm sure it was 36. Yeah, 36. So 7 and 29, 36. Again, she's currently 34. Again, murder equals 34. Again, Taylor Swift is currently 34. And note that the place is, I think it's number 34, Hart Street. Yeah. So again, 34, right? Now, from the situation to the annual release of that album, but for next year, 2025, 19th of April, 8 months, 3 weeks. Give me a break, right? 83, murder 83. Swifties, plural, equals 38. Swiftie, 37. Knifeman, 37. And 44, Swiftie. Again, children, 44 and 46. Sacrifice, 46. Again, I wasn't projecting my voice much. That's why I thought, you know what, let me quickly just go live again. I was going to do it tomorrow, but for fuck's sake. Sorry about that. It kicked me out when I had a phone call quickly. Anyway, so as I say, stuff that I don't go over today, or I just can't be asked to. We'll pick it back up tomorrow, so don't worry. Now, stab equals 66, like the Eras tour, ERAS tour, the Eras tour. That's the Taylor Swift current tour. Eras, like new era, you know. New World Order, New Era. Taylor Swift 66, Stab 66, the Eras Tour 66. Again, Swifties equals 38 and 52. Stabbing, stab wound, knifing, killing, Masonic, found dead, collapsed, etc. 38, and some of those are 52, like stabbing and stab wound, government and terrorist 52, even though they're not saying that the perp is a terrorist, but you know, we know how to look at things over here. Again, Taylor Allison Swift 94, like terror equals 94. Also 102, Taylor Swift the Eras Tour 102, and from the release of that this year, 2024, 19th of April, to the situation, 29th of July, is 102 days. Also, alternative span is 14 weeks and 4 days. Remember, if you're at 44, you get 144. And we spoke about 44 at the beginning of today's transmission, so rewind it if you didn't catch it, or just go on the community wall post, or under the video, or in the description, and I've written it out for you concerning the 44s and a bit more of some other stuff in there as well. Alternative span, 3 months, 11 days. Kill 64, the 64th prime is 311. And I did have some 64s with, what was it with? I can't remember what it was now. Oh my god. It's alright, no biggie. Maybe we've got enough, right? The Tortures Poets Department, Taylor Swift 207 for another 27. Again, Knife 27. Monday, happened on a Monday 27. And the rest that goes with that. Again, we're not going to go through everything here. It's kind of just a quick one to trying to do some of these dates. And to make sure I project my voice nicely for this one. So, again, horrific movie 201. They keep saying it's like a horror film or a horror movie. Horrific movie equals 201. The Jesuit Order 201. The Jesuit Order also 177, like knife crime. A few more horrifying movie 103 and 193. Again, the 27th prime 103, the 44th prime 193. Again, horrifying movie 103 and 193. Horrific movie 87, like the day Wolverhampton. We went over the Hart Place already. Also 63 with the Hart Place. And 54, terrorism and Jesuit Order. Some of this I'm not gonna. Oh, dance. It was a dance class. Dance equals. Isn't her birthday leaving 18 days of the year? Taylor Swift. I'm sure it leaves 18 days of the year. Hold up. 18 days. Yeah, 18 days of the year. Dance equals 18. Of course, we know race and racism. Sorry, race equals 18. But then it goes back to 27 with race 27 and racism 27. But anyway, where did I have that? Fucking hell, it's gone now. Shit. It was, oh, you're right here. So dance 27, dance school 45, 54, and 99. So racism and terrorism type numbers. Yeah. Yoga dance school 66. We just spoke about 66 recently, and 69 as well. Remember, Taylor Swift's birthday this year has a life lesson of 33, and the numerology above that as 69. Illuminati 69, Yoga Dance School 69, and again Yoga Dance School 66, like Stabbed, and the other stuff that we had for Taylor Swift just recently. Going to the annual date of 23rd of November, that's the Irish stabbing date. Remember that one we put out the video, or I put out the video, and I said look out for stabbing on that day, the day that leaves 38 days of the year. And last year, 2023, it had a life lesson of 41. So again, knifing, stabbing and stab wound, Masonic, killing, etc. 38. Also murder 34 that day always has a day numerology of 34. And last year it had a life lesson of 41, terror 41. And this year, to that day on the annual, is 118 days, right? Death equals 118. I got something for 117 if I uncheck the date, but I can't remember what it was now. It might be teenage or something like that. Anyway, from last year, it's 8 months, 7 days. Remember the 87, machete, and all of that stuff? Unless it was 78. It might be in a reflection, but either way, the date itself can be said, 8-7 or 7/8. From to Keir Starmer's birthday, we got a 1 month, 15 days. I know Blade equals 15. Racism 36. Again, this is to Keir Starmer's birthday. And this year he's got a life lesson of 19 on his birthday. Chaos 19. Also from his birthday last year to the situation. So from 2023, September 2nd. Remember, 29 again, right? 2nd of September. Stabbing and stab wound, just like the day in question. July 29th. And remember, Voorhees. When I say Voorhees, I'm talking about Jason Voorhees' birthday, and of course the 136 concerning the 13th of June, and of course Valdo Calicane, Nottingham. Stabbed equals 136. Anyways, 10 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days from Keir Starmer's last birthday, 2023, to the day that he got elected to the situation. So he got elected. Remember, the fake votings closed on the 7th of July. Again, authority, obey, president, government, White House, Republican, Democrat, news, time equals 47, beast system, beast equals 47. But anyway, the next day when he probably gets his position on the 5th of July, 3 weeks and 3 days to the 29th. So again, it's in the same month. He just got his position this month earlier. And they'll have a 33. Also, the alternative span is 24 days. So again, 3 weeks, 3 days. Police, people, order, society, masonry, magic equals 33. They're like dark magic. But anywho, 24 days alternative span, Blade 24. And if I check the day, you get 3 weeks and 4 days, murder 34, go figure. And 25 days, time diff RIP 25. We went over that already, but stabbing spree 137. Remember, we had 137 days to, was it alternative span to, what's her name's upcoming birthday? What's her name again? Taylor Swift. Got the 79 and 74 in there as well. Again, killing, stabbing and stab wound, Masonic 74. The 79, of course, the other name for Jesuit Order, the Society of Jesus, equals 79, murder 79. Now, camp. Dance camp, right? Dance camp 33. camp itself equals 33. Go figure. And remember, the 33rd prime is 137. Again, stabbing spree 137. Yeah. I'm not gonna go over all of this, but I'm not sure why. Oh no, just the flipping. Hold on. And remember, the 29th of July, it was on, or around the place or street called Hart Street, but they spell it H-A-R-T. And of course, the proper way to spell it is H-E-A-R-T. Hart equals 52 and 29. So go figure on that. Also, another name for the place is called the Hart Space, equals 52. So stabbing 52, stab wound 52, government and terrorist 52. Again, Hart 52 and 29. Stabbing and stab wound 29. Again, July 29th, Masonic 29. Terror attacks equals 52. As we just came off of some 52s. Even though, as I already said, we know they're not saying that, but okay. Child equals 27, 36, and 99. Give me a break. Kid equals 24. Wow. 21 as well. Kids 43 again. Killing 43. Kids equals 29. Kids also 25. I'm sure what's her name has a day numerology of 25. Taylor Swift on her birthday. 12 at 13. Killing babies, right? Baby 78. Think about Wolverhampton, July 8th. Baby also equals 24. Blade 24. Babies plural 38. 124 like knifing. And stabbing or stab wound also equals 124. Knifing, whatever. Also, baby is 29. Go figure. What's her name came out to speak? What's her name? Kate Middleton. Made me think, or remind me of Rosemary's Baby, right? Remember that? And the day in question, above the 44 life lesson, on the 29th of July, we've got a numerology of 80. Rosemary's Baby equals 80. Mother equals 29. Think about all the mothers right now. Again, condolences and to those affected, Again, mother 29 and 83 and 34 and 79. I mean, go figure, right? Pretty fitting. The irony, of course, mothers give life, but of course, death can happen. Or when it does happen, however it does, when after you're born, or it could be during birth, All right, what else have we got here? Catherine, her actual name, 83, 47, 52. Again, think about Dunblane, which was also in a leap year, the same year as, which was 1996, a few months before Wolverhampton situation. And again, normally the 72nd day of the year, but in a leap year, like this year's a leap year, it's the 73rd. Children equals 73. So again, the 44 with children, the 46 as well, and then sacrifice 46 and 73 with sacrifice, and ritual sacrifice 73. Again, children equals 73. Thomas Fleetwood, the golfer that came out to give his condolences and whatnot. Anytime when you see certain people come out in the limelight and stick their neck out, more than likely do a little check and you'll see the numbers go around them nicely. Literally. Yeah, 8, 9 times out of 10. Anytime when you get the extras that come out and they say, oh, blah, blah, blah. Right, what was that from Mr. Did I see this one? Hold on, let me just read this. Mr. Freemason, when did he write that? What's the time? Oh my God, that was ages ago. Sorry, I was getting into my flow of just, the slides. But anywho, Mr. Freemason says, yeah, very odd and strange they have managed to include and mention Taylor Swift. And as I say, definitely not strange from over here because I've covered Taylor Swift with another situation, like some what was it again? It was like a charity thing and a black girl. I can't remember exactly how it went, but as I say, the video is there, so go and find it. I'm sure your mouth will drop to the floor like mine did. I was like, wow, look at that, eh? Wow. And even recently when she was touring in Brazil, remember all the heat and the people was collapsing? Had some interesting numbers with that as well. So yeah, Thomas, right? Thomas Fleetwood, the golfer. Fleetwood 42 like stabbed. 191 as well, Society of Jesus. Tommy Fleetwood. His name's Thomas Fleetwood, but of course Tommy. Mr. Freemason says, what Taylor Swift memorial single coming soon? Yeah, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. You know? So how sick and disgusting it is. It's just like, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, my God. So disgusting, man. As I say, I had to put the cape on. I couldn't, you know, couldn't not swoop in for this one. Right, from his birthday, and this year he's got the Q date this year on his birthday, the golfer, Thomas Fleetwood, from his birthday to the situation, remember all the 44s? 193 days, the 44th prime, 193 again. And he's born January 19th. Again, think about the mental health stuff when it goes back to the perpetrator, right? Liverpool, and then Liverpool Women's Hospital, 119. Again, mood swing, 119, welfare, 119. Think about, again, going back to things like lockdown. Again, the Tories equal 119, lockdown 119. Think about what they're doing to your mind, right? With the MK Ultra program. And again, if you don't know what the kill date is, every month, once a month, the kill date of 64, 28, 44. Sometimes you get a 37 in there. It comes up once a month. So as you go through the year, it comes towards you. So, for instance, it was January 19th earlier in the year, and then from January the 19th, the next one will be the 18th of February, and then March the 17th, and so forth. So again, I mean, what are the odds of that? What? I remember Society of Jesus 191. He's born 19th of January. That can also be said January 19th, again the 119s that we just spoke about, and for the last time it's 193 days from his birthday, the golfer who's currently playing in the golf tournament in the, what's it called, Olympics. Yeah, so again the 44th prime, 193 days. Also note, I'm sure his name was 61 as well. Let me just check my notes here. Yeah, Tommy Fleetwood, 61, and hold up here. Alternative span from his birthday to the situation is 6 months, 10 days. Drop the 0, 61. Tommy Fleetwood, 61. And of course, mental health, 61, going back to the perp. So yeah, easy to see when you know what to look at, right? Now, 274 is a professional golfer. The other alternative span from his birthday, January 19th, 2024, till 2024, 29th of July, 27 weeks and 4 days. And lo and behold, as I just said, professional golfer equals 274. Go figure, right? So yeah. Also, professional golfer Tommy Fleetwood, 155. Remember, Antenatal 155. The day in question leaves 155 days of the year. And from Kate Middleton's birthday, 6 months and 3 weeks. Go figure. And a 23's in there as well. 203. Remember, Swift or Taylor, whatever it was. And of course, the 63 should be pretty self-explanatory. Right, I think that's kind of it for now. Trauma-based mind control, 136. Go figure. Yeah, I just want to make this one a bit more short and sweet. So anything extra, we'll just go over it tomorrow, right? All right, coolness.